Gascar. This one's for you. The beat is fire and I'm ready to go, because it's time for the Basco scenario. Some people like flair, some people like flash, but if it ain't hot, some people call it trash. I call him vanilla chocolate. He just like money, fits well in my pocket. Watch it now, or watch it later. His name's so fly, it means liberator. Sit back, relax, and watch the show. Gascar, get ready, man. It's time to go. Peace. Basco scenario coming to you each and every week. Peace.
Is there any stuff?
Knew it. I knew that was going to happen, and I forgot to unmute my mic. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of G Up, where we just talk about basically anything we feel like talking and getting off our chest and not getting off our chest. Alonso's going to get me on that one for sure, but it's all good. It's just, anything we want to talk about, want to put rumors to sleep that we hear about it, about movies, shows, sports. I don't know how much of a sports fan you are, Nindroid.
Yeah.
And you know what? Thank you for being. Tell the people where they can find you, man.
All right, you guys can find me on my own YouTube channel, Nindroid243, where every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Galactic Chat, where it's basically a Star Wars show. We cover news, rumors, we do trivia sometimes and all of that good stuff. And also, you can sub for me for hashtag release the Nindroid cuts, which will be the sequel trilogy fan cuts. Yeah.
You're crazy. Yeah, if you haven't checked out his stuff, definitely check it out, man. His Lego film that you did with your Legos. Sick, bro. Sick.
Yeah.
I'm just going to address the chat right now. Drop Shop, what's up, man? Thank you for, man, you were on my stream for my gaming as well earlier. And I appreciate all the support. Hey, Jess. Thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, Danny Dine Fluff. I know that intro, It's cool. I'm actually kind of proud of that intro. Like the beat, who made the beat, right? That's Danny. That's 100% fire Danny. But I got a Mac and has that whole make a video thing. And I saw that. I'm like, well, in the meantime, while LDG's finishing up my real intro and stuff, I'll use this. And I put it together and it looks pretty good. Like also, last time I used it, I was like, you did that? I'm like, yeah, I did. Not bad. I was like, okay, thanks. So, latest news. I don't know. I've been reading up on certain things and seeing that the rumors saying that the new Captain America is not going to get his movie finally. I don't know what you think about that, but I think that's just a rumor because everything that I checked out still shows that they're on for Captain America 4, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did. I heard about Captain America 4. Did not even hear a single thing that was going to be like canceled or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Max for the win. Yeah, I guess Max for. You know what? I was never a Mac user, but it's so simple. I have an iPhone as well. So when I'm on the Mac and I don't have to look at my phone because I'm getting everything on the Mac, so that's a plus. But I still prefer for everyday PC. But when I'm lounging or I want to watch my shows in the morning while I'm having breakfast and stuff, yeah, definitely Mac. But Daniel, are you using Mac or PC? Let's ask that question. What do you prefer, PC or Mac?
PC.
Really? Have you ever used a Mac though?
No.
Well, there you go. There you have it. What else? What's up? What other news have you heard? Have you heard anything on the grapevine? Put your ear to the ground.
No, not really.
No?
Like this week has been very dead besides, of course, Loki and Bad Batch. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything else.
Huh, cool. You were watching that? Weird. I was just watching the first Captain America movie. It's It's all right. I didn't mind it. The first Captain America movie. It was it's an origin story and it was well done, honestly, for what it did. To make Chris Evans look skinny and then freaking ripped. And I had to like cover my wife's eyes, when he came out of that thing. It's like, hey, that's exactly how I am underneath there. Not really. No, it isn't. PC Master Race. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that PC. It's the right click of the mouse that took me forever to get used to not having. They have to like double tap the freaking pad to get the pull down menu. It's crazy. I use Mac at home and PC at work. I prefer Mac. All right. Supergirl suit was a thing. Supergirl.
Oh yeah. So there was a rumor. There was a rumor in it. Well, no, not a rumor. It was like a leaked photo or something like that.
Yeah, we did on a stream. We were talking about it. It's just the S, right? And it was like this part right here where you see my logo of the Raptors. Basically, I saw it, and my first comment to that was, "Fuck! It's just like the Batman with the blood on it, right? There's nothing very special about it." And we say, "Oh, a teaser," You're like thinking you're gonna get to see the whole outfit or something. But what do you think about the character they chose for it, though? Are you cool with that? First non-blonde Supergirl?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. If they stay true to the character, that's all that really counts.
Right.
In my opinion, Yeah.
It's gonna definitely be better than the original Supergirl that came back in the 80s, was it?
Yeah.
God, when you're a kid and you watch that, you're like, oh, this is pretty good, right? You're like, oh, it's awesome. We actually bought it on DVD for you like a couple of years ago. And when I sat down with my wife to watch that, we were like, this movie fucking sucks. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, it's insane. It was insane. Terribly, terribly bad. One other thing I was surprised about lately, I didn't think that the Black Widow was going to release on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, that's been there for a while actually.
Really? I thought they decided not to, and it just fully come out on the theaters.
No, that stayed true. I think 2 months ago they said that. So.
Oh really? That's how much attention I've been doing, but I thought it was not. I saw it on the banner when I went to watch Bad Batch on Friday before I hit the road to go to work, and I was like, what? Black Widow? What's going on? All right, my brother. What's going on, Comic Chats?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Danny?
Were you late because you went to get food?
I was late because my daughter came to town, and we were trying to get something to prepare for Father's Day tomorrow.
Nice. So you're gonna have a big cookout tomorrow at your place?
We were, but it's going to be like a tropical storm, so that was canceled. So it's just going to be my immediate family.
Oh,
me, my two daughters, my wife, my grandson. My son can't be here because he's still in boot camp.
Wow. Boot camp.
Yep.
Following daddy's steps.
Oh, he went to the Army instead of Marine. And I was like, damn, bro. I'm still proud of him.
Good. That's cool, man. Good taste, Jack Claus. What did Jack Claus say again? Me too, Daddy Lion. Yeah, he prefers redheads. So we're talking about, basically, we're gonna talk about whatever comes to mind about anything that's in the news, be it pop culture, rumors. If we hear the rumors, we can debunk it, or if anything news related. I can kind of talk to you what my other idea was as well for this show was to also look up positive news, police officers that actually do good things.
Mm-hmm.
I got one right here for you. I'm going to talk about it on Comics Division show.
Oh, you're going to be on that?
Next Thursday. I'm
nice.
going to talk about this. See if I can pull the article.
So, Jess, you're not as excited for it?
I'm like, what is he thinking?
Hey, what's up, Austinator? Hey, Austin, let me know if you you want in, man. I'll send you the link.
Okay, I got it. Share the link with you. This is the craziest thing I've seen.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yep, Texans to carry
Okay, you're gonna allow
handguns.
people to carry handguns without a permit, any kind of training, just wild west.
That's
This is on
exactly.
so many levels.
As
Okay,
a police
first of
officer,
all,
yeah. Go ahead, Danny. Go ahead.
I'm not even saying that. The world already thinks that cops, well, a large majority of the world already think that cops are crooked, dirty, whatever negative connotation you want to add to it. Okay, this right here is going to give a dirty cop an alibi because the first thing he's going to say is suspect was armed. I was fear for my life. Even though you could be nothing at all, but you have the gun on there, and if he or she is smart, they're going to put it in a way that looks like you did something crazy where you didn't do nothing at all. Number two, the WWE specifically says don't try this at home unless you're a trained professional. And it's fake. The end product is fake material, but they have to be well trained to make sure they don't hurt each other. Why in the hell you get something that is mainly designed to hurt somebody or kill for food and just give it to somebody that has zero training? You don't know who it is. It's just here. I already know the criminals got it, but still. The way I read this article is as long as you don't have any kind of criminal history, you'll be able to carry this constitutional carry. Now, there are some people that dare sit against the government, but sometimes I think the government is a good thing because sometimes the government saves us from ourselves. A good leader, in my opinion, this is to his people, but at the same time, that good leader got enough sense, enough balls to say, no, this ain't right. I got the foresight. I done seen this. If we go down this road, it's gonna lead to this. To me, it looks like this Texas governor. I'm not sure whether this is first or second election. In South Carolina, you can only run 2 times. I'm not sure what the parameters are for a Texas governor, but this is clearly to me, he wants to get reelected or he has some kind of pressure, some kind of bribe or something. Because this makes zero sense. Why would you sign off on somebody on something that is so dangerous, that's involved in so many violent crimes, to just give people at will, at random, this particular weapon, give them permission to get it, purchase it, with zero training, zero ability to track, to even see who has it or not? That makes no sense to me.
That's scary, man. And as a police officer, I don't know.
The shooters are going to go up. Shooters are going to go up.
For sure, it's going to go up. And not only that, if everybody's packing, your situation is going to a scene of a crime or a potential scene of a crime, the risk factor just augmented drastically, right? But, what you said, really touched home with me, the whole fact about, sometimes you have to trust in the government in order to make certain decisions, right? During a lot of streams, I see a lot of Americans bash Canadians, right? Because they're saying we're basically communist up here, and because the majority of the people listened to what was imposed, during COVID, right? We were locked in, we stayed home, we had curfews, and and we, in general, the majority of the population, listened, and our quantity of people getting contagious and infected with the virus went down drastically. And just to see a lot of people talk like that, was like, you have no idea what it is really. I understand that you know, the amendments in the states are like, you know, that's like the holy grail, right? And I understand, but it's just insane how people are quick to pass judgment on governments for trying to do the right thing, right? And for me, it was a no-brainer. I had to work throughout the whole thing, but we had to stay home, and we did. The government was paying us money to stay home. You know, a lot of people who lost their jobs. You know, the problem we're having now is the fact that people are still getting paid. Everything's opening up, and now restaurants and certain companies don't have enough employees to provide a service because they're still getting paid to stay at home and do nothing, right? So that's the dilemma that's now, is like, when is the government going to cut that off for people to return back to the workforce, right? So it's insane.
I'm reading this article, and they're kind of saying that in these situations where there's a crazy gunman, people now can eliminate that problem and not have to cower in fear, whatever or whatever.
Right.
Okay. I see a little similar to that. Let's just say I see that. But what people don't know, man, learning to shoot a gun is a skill, like anything else. You have to know when to do it. There's certain things to it. To get really proficient, it takes a lot of training. You just can't put in there and point and shoot. Yeah, you can point and shoot, but sometimes you gotta know what you're hitting for. I always use this acronym when I'm shooting. Breathe. It's called BRASS. Breathe, relax, aim, stop, squeeze. They taught us that in the military, Marine Corps. Every person that goes to the Marine Corps is a certified professional sniper from what they teach you. That's just the basics. I mean, there's windage, there's elevation, there's way the earth rotates, and all this kind of. For long distance shots, that is more important. But for these regular shots now, and some people, I've seen some officers 7, 15, 25, 50 yards. You lucky you're hitting the target, man, but you're way off. And when you're not sure what you're hitting, you can shoot, kill, or hurt innocent. How's that going to be in your conscience when you're trying to do the right thing and take out the bad guy, but you miss because you're not properly trained and they duck or they move out the way and you hit somebody else? Because we go through those scenarios where shoot or don't shoot. These people that get these guns, they're not going to go through that scenario.
Right.
And a lot of times, man, we mess up as trained professionals. I done hit the wrong person in these scenarios. That's why we train. Because this is a split second. You got to see whether or not you see the gun or not. Whether or not the gun's are actually a hairdryer. Whether or not the gun is actually a phone. You have to be able to look, assess, taking the information, and then make a split-second decision. People not trained for that. And I'm really scared for Texas.
It is scary to other states. Well, other states are going to follow suit, right?
I hope not.
What's crazy for me is how things are so different from one state to the other. That there's no general standard for things like, you know, firearm restrictions and stuff like that. Every state can be so drastically different. For example, what's going on in Texas right now. Because for me, not having any training, no permit, and just okay, he doesn't have a criminal record, he's good to go. He can have a weapon. That's
in my state. Yeah, that's crazy. In my state, you have to have, if you want to carry the gun legally without a gun, concealed weapons permit, it has to be like in your trunk or your glove box, away from your bullets. Bullets one part, glove box, or if you're carrying it, it's in your trunk where you can't get it, or in your glove box. But like you go to Georgia, I think maybe North Carolina, once you get over, I think North Carolina, you can carry it on your dashboard. Then maybe in Georgia, it's something different. So 3 states that's touching, got 3 different laws. So we have to, if we make traffic stops here in South Carolina, about, well, in Georgia, we can do, we can do that in Georgia, but now you're in South Carolina, you got to be in your trunk or your glove box. You can't have it unless you got to see it from here.
Yeah, I want to touch what Jess just said. The Imperial just said here. Do we think crime will go up because everyone will have guns, or down because everyone will have guns? That's a good point, because I have read stories in the States where citizens who have concealed weapon permits to carry the weapon have actually helped out in situations and saved people. It's true. It can go both ways, but I hope that's the latter.
Let me give you a scenario.
Mhm.
Gunman is shooting. He's dressed in all black. White male, 6 feet tall. He's shooting. Bad guy. The good guy, 6 feet tall, gun on all black, got a gun. Cops pull on the scene. Who do you think they're gonna do?
Mhm.
What do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah.
The description says 6 foot white male dressed in all black. The bad guy then going around the corner and hiding somewhere. The good guy just like that. Don't have communication. Or we good as what? Whoever called us in said, hey, who do you think is in danger now? The bad guy or the good guy?
It's crazy.
There's a reason why we have police or sheriff, FBI in big bold letters on our back. We're the good guys. For the star, the badge. If we don't see that, we ain't gonna know. We're not gonna know. And I would much rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Absolutely. Hey, Caleb. What's going on, brother? Good to see you in the chat, Jack Stahl. Thank you, everybody, for joining for my first name-titled show. Yes. Definitely. That's scary stuff, Dan. I don't know. I also read that there was actually a separatist movement in Texas.
What?
That they actually wanted to separate from the United States and become they wanted more autonomous power.
That's just weird.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I hear about that, though. I've heard it maybe like 25 years ago as well. There was like a cell group that was like preaching for that, and the federal government came in and busted that joint really quick. I think it was during the first Bush administration. So it's scary. Like, listen, I come from a province here that's been wanting to separate. Well, it's very much a minority. It almost happened once. They wanted to separate from Canada. And it's just nuts because I know that shit would have never, as soon as you talk like that, it's treason, right? And I know that in the States, treason is treason. You freaking end up in Guantanamo Bay. Nobody will hear for you for the rest of your life kind of thing. But it's just crazy stuff, man. I said it when I saw Comics Division post that on his Twitter. The first thing I wrote was exactly what you said, Danny. Wild, Wild West. Because that's what it reminds me of. If everybody's gonna have a right to have a gun without, no training, that's what it was back then. He won't stand still, Daddy. It's like that's a freaking crap. He'd be running down the street.
There's gonna be standoffs in the street, and it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be like the last episode of the Bad Batch. That's
Yeah,
what we're gonna go back to.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's Bad Batch. Did you watch it? You liked it?
I did. Now, how would I know that reference? So I didn't watch it, guys. Come on now.
Yeah, it's true. Sorry. Our brain fart, my friend. That's what we call that. It's a brain fart. Yeah. What was the guy's the Bane? Was it Bane?
Cad
Bane.
Yeah, exactly. From Clone Wars. That was cool. When I saw him, I'm like,
but he's different.
Interesting.
He's different than Clone War Cad Bane. He's drawn differently.
Is he? I would have to go back and check that
his
out.
hat is different because in the Cad Bane in Clone Wars, Rebels. Was it Rebels? I think Rebels.
No.
He could surf on his hat. His hat was like metal or something. You don't remember that?
Yeah, that was in Clone Wars. That was the beginning of it, but then they switched the hat design in season 4 of Clone Wars, actually. So
they're gonna bring back the dueling system. That would be interesting. Imagine being at a bar, Jess, and the person, a guy or someone wants to dance with you, and you say no, and the other person, I challenge you to a duo, and smacks them across the head, and they go out to the freaking alleyway and pull out their 9mm.
They might even do trials via dueling. We'll never know.
Who knows, right? That's scary times, man. Scary times. I don't know. Honestly, I was raised around weapons. My dad was in the military in Spain. He was in the special forces. When we came to Canada in the 60s, he was a skeet shooter. He won, competition skeet shooting. So I remember being next to him, and he was cleaning out his guns and stuff like that. So it really goes to, parenting as well, and educating your kids and showing them what's right and wrong and how to manipulate a weapon as well. I'm not against weapons. I'm more like education. There has to be some type of education, and it just blows my mind how easy it is to get a weapon in certain states. There's no waiting time whatsoever, and you just you can pick one up in your local Walmart sometimes. But
Walmart,
saying that,
Walmart don't sell handguns anymore, but pawn shop like crazy.
Wow, really? Pawn shop.
What's your-
that
what's your
shit doesn't
pawn
happen
shop?
up here.
Went to a pawn shop just yesterday to buy the camera I'm using now for my webcam, and they had one gun left, one 9mm. I think it was a Ruger or something. I was like, Jesus Christ! I remember back in the day, man, it would be like a whole smorgasbord. But then they had this big sign: bullets for sale, unlimited, $35 a box. I guarantee next week they won't be there.
Wow. This is insane. Like my father, right? He was a hunter, and he actually suffered a serious hunting accident where he almost lost his right arm. He was out in the woods. His buddies were in certain positions. He told his buddy, "I'm going to be in that section there." He went into a bush to relieve himself, and as he was coming out of the bush, my godfather shot in that direction with a 7mm rifle. The bullet went into his wrist right here and exited through his elbow. Destroyed his whole arm.
Wow.
Like his arm was just a meat. And he took off his own belt. What's that called? A tourniquet? Tourniquet? When you had to make a tourniquet. They ran to him. They had to help him, all the way to they had to get out of the woods to the main road where they, had to find back then, we're talking about in the 70s, they had to call in, find a payphone and then call the ambulance. And I remember having the conversation with him, like, how was that? And he goes, it felt like my arm was on fire. He goes, and not only that, the smell of burnt flesh, right? And he passed out once he was in the ambulance. And when he got to the hospital, they actually told him, okay, we're going to have to amputate your arm. And he's like, no, do what you have to do, but you're not amputating my arm. So, they saved his arm. They had to do crazy operations that were never done at the time. They had to take nerves, certain nerves from his shin, skin grafts from his butt cheek, a whole bunch of stuff. He did 16 operations in 4 years in order to reconstruct his arm. And listen, he's 80 years old. This man has taken beatings. I sent Danny a picture today of my dad because he had an accident. He's 80 years old. He's 80 right now. He had an accident at the farm. And Danny, I'm going to tell the story now so that you can hear it. So he has these two trees, and between those two trees, there's a rope, right? And it's a nylon compressed rope. So he was driving his tractor. It's an old tractor with a man-made wooden cabin inside. So he was coming up to the rope, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to tear down this freaking rope. He runs into with the cabin. The cabin completely, the metal frame at the bottom that was holding it up, completely buckled, ripped the cabin apart, shattered the plexiglass of the cabin, got hit across his head. One wood hit the accelerator, so it accelerated even more and ripped out the whole cabin. That's how he got his face all messed up like that. Like, I looked at him today and I was shocked. I was like, holy shit. And I looked at him like, can you not hurt yourself or have any type of thing, man? Oh my God. It's insane. So going back to the whole gun thing, my dad continued hunting. He wouldn't go deer hunt. That happened while deer hunting, but he took a pause from deer hunting for a good 20 years before he went back after that accident. But he was doing small game like pheasants and rabbits and stuff like that. But it's all about education, and accidents can happen anyhow. But opening the door for anybody to have a weapon, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have mental health issues, and
Exactly.
you have to think of it on the other aspect, right? Like mental health. How many people are going to quickly go and grab a gun and commit suicide because it's so easy for them to access,
Yeah.
right? And I know many people that have gone that means to do something like that, and and it's scary, especially when you're the one walking in and stopping someone from doing it. It could be very scary, and it can escalate a situation drastically by having weapons there. But for those people that have mental illness, for me, that's an easy way out if they're going down that road instead of popping pills or slitting your wrists and things like that. So that's kind of scary too, and something that to think about, right? But I don't know what you guys think
No, that's
on
it's
that
very
point.
scary
Yeah.
because if they can't find a way to identify who's even qualified to get a gun, then yeah, I'm kind of with you. It's scary because there are people who do have mental health issues, and it's just one of those things where you see all like these bad things happening. Like I don't know if I could say it on air, but shootings.
Mhm.
When these things happen, there just needs to be a process of who can get a gun or not, like
Right.
identification or shit, just something. Because to me,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
that's reckless.
Right. Right. It's scary stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, Austin, did you hear anything on the news you want to talk about? Anything on your mind that's bothering you, or what's up?
Well, I do have something
Let's
on the
deal with
mind,
you.
but I don't know if it's necessarily bothering me in a sense. But
Okay.
I actually finished Mass Effect 2 last night or this
Okay.
morning, and so I'm starting Mass Effect 3, and honestly, I'm not ready for what's going to happen. Not ready.
That's the video game, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch E3 or anything like that about the video game expo?
I did.
And what do you
Not
think
me.
about that?
Oh man. Well, they're releasing an Avatar game, which I was like, really? An Avatar game? And then they're releasing a director's cut of Death Stranding, which, from what I heard, was already long to begin with. So I don't know what exactly is being cut out of it. So
Is the
that'll be
Avatar
interesting.
is the Avatar game going to show any of the upcoming stuff, or it's going to be old characters?
I don't know.
Now, if they do Avatar game that shows us, kind of pulls back the curtain to the upcoming Avatar, shit, I might buy it for that because I hear a lot of people talking junk about Avatar. I thought it was good. I saw it regular. I saw it 3D. I mean, did it deserve to be the number one grossing movie of all time? No, I wouldn't go that far. But it ain't nothing that I hated. It ain't nothing I was like, this is a bunch of garbage. No, I've seen some DC and Marvel material that I like less than I like that. So I'm just saying,
True.
does it deserve to be the number one gross movie of all time? No, I wouldn't say that. But is it a damn pile of stinky horse shit? Nope. It is not.
Oh my gosh. So Danny, I was talking with Ninja before about a rumor that I heard that they're canceling the Captain America 4 movie, but I was looking at everything and it doesn't show like they're canceling.
Robert
And
Sean
some
taught me
streams.
a very valuable lesson. Gave me some pointers just last night. You see, if you go to these reputable show news outlets, he
Right.
told me the names of it. I can't think of it.
Yeah, it has
But
to be. Yeah.
yeah, if you hear it from them, then more so. Because like I think somebody was talking about the Gal Gadot. I just went and looked, and that was like We Got This and Cosmic News. Those places aren't reputable. Some reputable. Sometimes they report stuff that be true, but most of the time it's way after the fact. I've never known them to break anything. So until I hear that from like something reputable,
Straight from the horse's mouth, basically.
yeah, I'm not gonna believe that. I mean, because Who? Now, if she make another, if she do another goose egg, well, it wasn't her. It was Patty Jenkins.
Mhm.
If Wonder Woman 3, anything like Wonder Woman 2, and
Right.
I don't know, boy. Wonder Woman 2, I will never watch that again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Same.
I still have
Um,
not seen
You haven't seen it,
1984.
Austin? I was about to ask you if you saw it.
No, I
No?
did not get HBO Max, and then when I did end up getting it, it was actually taken off, and I heard it got put back on, and I'm like, I have zero interest.
Bro, I was
Especially
so
after hearing us.
excited. I was so excited. Came on Christmas Day, and I was calling
Yeah.
like Enzo and Rob Minute. Is it on yet? Because I had to work. Then I found out it didn't come on at 12 o'clock. So I was like, damn, rushing back to come back home. Got home about 12:30. Cut it
remember
on,
your text.
Man, the first 10 minutes, I was like, damn, this shit fire. And then after that, I was
Yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
the hell is this?
It's
That's
like, what the
exactly
fuck?
me. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That
So
was me as
Austin,
well.
earlier I asked Ninjroid, Danny wasn't here either, that what did you think about the new Supergirl, like the casting with that? You have an issue that's not going to be a typical blonde woman as Supergirl? Or it doesn't bother you
Honestly,
at all?
I don't care about hair color. All I care
Mhm.
about is the character going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Is she going to be a good fit for it?
Right.
And again, if she's a bad fit, I'll be like, well, her acting wasn't good. But she
Right.
could be
Mhm.
blonde, she could be red hair, she could have brown hair, she could have any kind of hair. As long as the acting is good and the character is likable and the acting's good, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going back to the rumor mill, it's hard to believe rumors in general because people will throw 5 different theories out there. So if one sticks, it's like, oh my god, look, I was right. That's pretty much it. It's the shotgun effect, right? With the buckshots, one little pellet's bound to hit something. But you know who I see a lot and active on YouTube? What's that guy who does a lot of Star Wars stuff?
Doomcock.
Not Doomcock. Zero. What's his name?
Mike Zero. Mike Zero.
That-
Yeah.
Is that guy? Does like he does? Where the hell did he get this information?
He makes it up.
But the amount of fucking views he's getting, sick.
I know.
You know what?
Oh my-
Exactly.
A lot of this must come from a dream that he has.
It
It's
does,
like-
because I was listening to the rumors and leaks that he was reporting about Rise of Skywalker at the time. Like, oh my god, this sounds super good. All of the leaks he was reporting did not even come true. So then I'm like, unsubscribe. This guy's just making up random shit
Mhm.
and all of that. And it can even prove now, like, the amount of Kathleen Kennedy is finally going to be fired and all of that stuff. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, like at one point I was like, he was talking about how George Lucas is back and he's gonna have a trilogy, and I was like, really, he's back? I'm like, no, he's not fully back. He's just gonna have more on the Andor story. And I'm like, oh, okay, motherfucker, he got me.
And then people saying there's a 4-hour cut of Rise of Skywalker. It's like, no, there isn't.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I
think
would
anybody
like to see that. I would like
Right?
to see it.
I liked Rise of Skywalker. I didn't mind it.
Hey!
I didn't mind it. Listen, like I said, and I said this before, I took those last 3 movies and just watched them individually and not think about how they tie into anything because it was a fucking clusterfuck. But Rise of Skywalker, it was throw everything at what all the fans want to see, all and blend it up and throw it on the wall and see how it looks. That's how Rise of Skywalker was for me. But I enjoyed it when I watch it again. Definitely, the one I can't stand is what's the middle one there with Johnson.
Last Jedi.
It just had the potential to be so much more, and it just fell flat. Like, really.
You know,
And Rise of Skywalker, I had a problem with the horses. Like, what the fuck are horses doing on the deck of a Star Destroyer? Right?
Yeah.
They fly now?
Well, I feel bad for them because who knows what happened to those horses after that? Because it was like a freaking war. Where did they go? Everybody flew away. You know, was there a 20 gun shot salute for the poor animals? Where were the animal activists during these movies, right? Was there justice for those horses?
You know what?
Whatever type of thing. What was that?
I said that's a good point. Now my problems have one more problem with it. The horses.
Sorry, man. I just added you some more some more ammunition on that one, man.
You know.
Oh my gosh. So how are you guys finding the Loki series?
Pretty good.
I love Loki. It just reminds
was-
right now of a cosmic version of 48 Hours.
Mhm. It does. It kind of does.
Mhm.
So do you think Loki male is he left to help the situation, or is he in there for his own vendetta?
I think he's going to help, but of course, if he can get the upper hand at the end, he's going to do it. But I think he kind of, the same way he felt about his mother, I think that guy's growing on him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he hurt him, but I think that he hurt everybody else, maybe except him.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he's kind of pissed off maybe at this superior Loki, which I hate. I don't like her.
Okay.
I think his ego won't let him be thought as anything else but the best version of Loki.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if he helped them defeat her, then he can declare himself the superior Loki.
Mm-hmm. Android,
Yeah.
what do you think?
All right. I actually think he's going to team up with Lady Loki. Honestly, and I think they're going to go back and fight the TVA, because in the comic books, the TVA were the bad guys created by Kang the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I honestly think.
So that's how
Yeah.
Kang the Conqueror ties into this? Do you think that's who we're going to get?
Yes.
The next supervillain is going to be Kang?
Yes.
Hmm.
Honestly,
Mark this date, ladies and gentlemen, 9:13 p.m. The 6th, 1921. Ninjoy says that Kang's going to be the next supervillain. Because this hasn't been confirmed anywhere, right?
No.
Hey, Bone, do you sorry, you mind me asking why you don't watch Disney or Marvel anymore?
Good question, Danny.
Very good
Because
question.
I'm not
Very
trying
good.
to
No.
trying to attack. I'm not trying to attack Bone. Don't take it as
No.
But
And I said this
I'm
show's
just-
also with the chat, so good
I'm
question.
just very confused with fans that don't watch something because of a particular company produces or whatever. Am I a fan of what Kathleen Kennedy has done with the last 3 Star Wars? No, but am I going to stop watching Star Wars because Disney owns it and I think Disney has got some kind of agenda or whatever? Nope.
Stand
gonna
with
watch it.
Gina. Oh, the rebellion. I get it. I understand that. I understand that.
Okay, but Gina's firing or whatever is just one aspect of Star Wars. It's the Mandalorian. So you could boycott the Mandalorian because she was there. But why boycott everything else that Disney did? Because Marvel has nothing to do with Gina Carrero.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
most
don't like
Star
the way
Wars
I'm sorry.
have
let me finish.
nothing to do
I don't like the way they did her either. But I'm not going to stop watching Marvel products because something happened in Star Wars or vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say that also a lot of Star Wars doesn't even involve Gina Carano's character. Like Bad Batch has nothing
Yeah.
to do with Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Like the Obi-Wan show has nothing to do with Cara Dune either.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things. Are you really gonna protest an entire franchise over one firing?
Yeah.
Oh, and hold on. And Bone, if you want the link, Basco scenario, my Twitter. What's my Twitter? I can't even remember my Twitter. At Basco Scenario on Twitter. Send me a message and I'll send you the link and you can come in and talk, man. It's a nice conversation. Believe me, nobody here is out to get you or anything like that. All right,
Mr. Bone,
out of
Mr.
curiosity.
Bone, I see your last thing. I'm not coming at you. I'm just making a statement.
Exactly.
I was
Everybody
just
has
asking.
their opinion.
It's
Exactly.
not meant to be taken as hostile. Don't take it as that. I was just asking.
Absolutely.
You have a right to your opinion. You are absolutely right.
100%.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's where how things drift apart, right, and fall apart when there's like an injustice, and then it gets blown. Like what she wrote was so taken out of proportion. I'm talking about Gina Carano, not Bone. Was taken out of context and twisted, and that's right, and it was handled terribly. And I completely understand people that stand by her. I get it, but like at the end of the day, myself, I don't. I'm not gonna stop watching shows and things like that because it doesn't really hurt them at all. Like they can lose millions of subscribers, but the dent that makes in their wallet is insignificant. So
that's like if I go to KFC and I get some bad chicken. I ain't gonna stop going to KFC. If I go to another state, I might want to go to that KFC, but I'm quite fairly sure I'm not gonna stop eating chicken because I go to a KFC or Bojangles or Popeyes. It's not to my liking. I'll be like, I won't go there no more. But I go to one that's better.
Who was that directed at? Jax, that was Jax. Yes, me too. But if you think I should think more like you, speak up, man. I don't know who that was for.
Yeah, sometimes you see what and how they're doing it, but not everyone sees that. Sometimes you have to pretend you don't see. I'm not sure who's Jack. Or if you never watched Disney and Marvel, just take them for who they are, right? Jack, are you talking to us or are you talking to Bone?
But if everybody watches, I get it. No, don't get me wrong. I understand, and
I think they're talking back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
Just whatever you like, bro. We always say this: it's your hard-earned money, whether or not you choose to spend it on the subscription of the movie. It's entirely up to you, bro. Nobody gonna tell me how to spend my money. So I was just curious.
Yeah. No, that's one of the things that I said for this show. Like anybody that's in the chat that wants to, gets in a conversation like this. Like I said to Bone, if you want to come on and talk, my Twitter's Basco Scenario. Hit me up a DM and I'll send you the link. You can talk instead of typing, because I know sometimes when you type in the chat, it's not the same thing as if you're talking to someone verbally. Things can get misconstrued, obviously, and I'm not like that. When I have serious stuff to talk or to try to bring out my point of view, texting and shit like that has gotten me in so much trouble sometimes just because I missed a comma or a period at the end of something, man. So damn grammar. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, DQ, what you're saying. I'm just saying you can't blame that on all KFCs or any restaurant. Now, if you go to several restaurants and you getting sick or whatever, it don't taste right, then yeah. But if I go to KFC in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's bad, then I come back to KFC where I live in South Carolina, and it's good. I mean, I'm not going to stop eating that product. Or if I go to a Burger King, if I go to a Burger King in South Carolina, I go to one in New York, I go to one in New Jersey, wherever, and each time it ain't tasting right, then chances are I probably will cut it out because that's showing a trend. But it could be some slack ass, nasty people running this particular restaurant, because me personally, I've never seen a bad Chick-fil-A. I don't know who teach Chick-fil-A how to run their business and drive through, but Chick-fil-A, where I'm at here now, they are precision. I mean, the building, I've seen cars wrap around the building 2 times. But man, they got guys out there in the rain. They got one guy in the rain direct the traffic or the sun or wherever the weather condition may be. Then they have 2 or 3 those iPads out there taking your orders. Then you go to the next station, somebody taking the money, and you go around to the final station, and somebody bringing the food to you. So you are in and out of that place. I guarantee you, between 5 to 7 to 8 minutes. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know why other restaurants drive-throughs are not patterned their stuff behind it. Cause I don't know about it in Canada, but here in South Carolina, man, Chick-fil-A is like. And I'm not even a Chick-fil-A fan. The only thing I really like is the damn waffle fries.
God, I could just see Daddy at one drive-through. Imagine that the freaking Chick-fil-A is not the same. What the fuck?
Tell you, bro.
That shit's gonna happen one day, and you're gonna remember me. It's like motherfucking Basco.
I still ain't eat that damn chicken sandwich. Everybody's so
What's
crazy
up, David?
about.
Chick-fil-A isn't that bad. So, who has the best chicken sandwich in the States? Who has the best?
They keep saying that Popeyes. I never had it. I can tell you, Chick-fil-A got a good chicken sandwich.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Well, I hope so. If the fucking place is called Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes, I just don't get the hype.
Everybody go crazy about Popeyes. It's all right, but I'm in a burger man, and the king of burgers is Burger King. Out of the three,
Agree.
Burger King, Hardee's, McDonald's. Burger King is the best. Burger King has the best burgers. McDonald's has the best fries. And Hardee's has the best.
Danny, when you come up here, brother, you're gonna have the best damn burger of your life, man. If you think
I'm not saying other places are better. Yeah. I'm saying out of those three.
Oh, out of those three. Okay. Because I was like,
no. I'm saying out of those three restaurants, Burger King has the better burgers. McDonald's has the better fries. And I think Hardee's has the better breakfast. To me.
Okay. David, Five Guys is not bad, but there's a place over here that's called Smash Bros Burgers. Holy crap, those are good.
Five Guys is too expensive, man. I'm not paying $18 for a burger, fry, and a drink.
Yeah.
No, I will.
Well, man, they have to make their money back on all those fries they shove in that damn bag, man. So
yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, man, if I was a fast food restaurant, I'd be trying to actively steal McDonald's doggone fry secret, man, formula. I gotta have it. The only thing sucks about McDonald's fries when they get cold, they're terrible. But when them suckers are hot, right out the damn fryer, and they lightly salted. Shit, that's mother's milk there, buddy.
Next time I go to Popeyes, man, I have to. I'll try one of their chicken burgers, man, because the one I had here, which was the Wendy's one that we have here, is pretty good. The spicy one.
I'm not a fan of Wendy's. My wife loves Wendy's, but I don't like it.
Seriously, don't like the Wendy's.
Now, what I like about
what I don't like about Wendy's is their pickles. I can't stand Wendy's pickles.
I agree.
I like Wendy's the baked potato and their chili. Oh, that's good. Wow. But we got some place here called what's the name of that place? I hate it. It sells like hot dogs, burgers, Cookout. God, Cookout sucks. You have that there and enjoy where you at?
Wait, what?
It's called Cookout.
Dangerous multitasking.
I am actually.
I know how it is, bro. I know how it is.
No. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna call nobody name, but I'll still know who I'm talking about.
Oh, shit, here we go.
We play in a rumble. People come on the question. I'm one of the judges in the back. I'm judging hard too, man. I'm like, man, they better come with it. It was I think the question was about Doctor Who. And man, D just killing it. I'm like, damn, D just hitting this shit out of the park. Then the other girl, I can't think her name, Ashley or something, I believe it was. Her question was all right, but somebody, you could tell they reading, man, because they mispronouncing the words. And like what the hell?
Yeah,
man. The score went from 30, man. The first time this person said something crazy, 25. Then he paused for about 10 seconds, 20. At the end of 2 minutes, man, he had 5 points. I was like, man, what the hell is this?
So you're
Really?
calling
I
cheating
have
now?
I ain't saying
no
it's cheating,
clue.
but man, you got to be more creative than that, man.
Yeah, I have
You gotta-
no
You
clue.
go on the Wikipedia page, it's like word for word what the
I
person
did.
said.
I did.
Oh, you did? And you busted? And that person was busted?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
If he would have, hint, go on the Wikipedia page, especially when you ain't first. Read over it, write down your notes.
Well,
Just take the bullshit, but don't read it verbatim. Someone needs to
yeah.
Tene Powers fast food idea.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. That question was not on the list that Chris, like the finalized thing. He just threw that in there because Deesh did not give him his second one till like an hour in. So here's the thing. I've never seen Doctor Who. So
You're not
I
by
couldn't
yourself.
even answer that.
You
I
didn't
couldn't
enjoy it?
even.
Bro, I felt your pain, bro, because Doctor Who, I couldn't tell you 5 characters on there to save my life. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you nobody else besides Doctor Who.
Exactly.
Let's see, name of the second character. What's his ship called? The Targets or something like that.
Oh my god.
His ship
Yeah, I
got a
think
crazy
so.
name too. The Artemis, the Target or something. I couldn't even I can't even name that.
That was one thing when I started getting on this platform and going on shows where I was never a big huge DC fan, right? And it's only with Anzo and Danny that I started watching animations and looking up stuff because I never I don't have much books. I think the only DC books I have is Lobo, a few Batmans. I read The Killing Joke because another friend of mine at the time who was into comics told me, you like comic books, you have to read the story's amazing. And it was one of the best stories ever. But when we started doing, the Chaos list, and I remember Danny had Marvel
10,
versus
top 10,
Marvel versus DC characters who would win in a fight. And I remember looking at them like, shit, I don't know these people. So I watched some cartoons on it, and that was basically my education. And I even told Danny, I'm like, I don't know. And then Anzo and Danny were like, oh, just watch this. They're in this and they're in that. And there was like 1 or 2 that they weren't in the animations that I saw. So I was dead freaking honest. I'm like, I just freaking Googled it and read up like their backstory and I think I did all right for a person that didn't know much about it. But I didn't read word for word that was on the freaking thing though. Well, when the moon and the science was lying.
If I come on the show, I sure hope I don't do no Doctor Who questions. I'm gonna be like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm watching that. There's no way I'm watching Doctor Who. I remember that shit when I was a little boy on PBS. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I couldn't.
Hey, I tried.
I couldn't.
But you got some people, man, they are like fanatics over there. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Because I remember in high school, there was a bunch of people talking about, oh, did you watch Doctor Who? And I'm like, what is it? He goes, oh, it's on PBS. And I'm like, oh, let me check it out. And I first saw the freaking shitty ass graphics and stuff. I'm like,
did they have that old fool ass music? Oh shit!
No. Nope. I'm like, I'd rather watch the polka dot door. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. To each their own. But Danny, it's okay, man. I'll have you on my soccer show, man. I'll make you a soccer fan at one point. You'll see. You're gonna love it.
Thank you.
Actually, it's called football because they actually use their feet with the ball. But that's just semantics. Well, speaking about,
we love to take stuff from other countries and make it our own. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, frick, man. Rugby's crazy ass. Have you watched rugby games, Danny?
I'll never play that. They do that shit without pads. Hell no.
I had friends that did that in high school over here because it's a big thing in Canada, rugby. It's insane. Like I saw 2 guys get pulled out on stretchers because of concussions. I was like, helicopter
No
hits in the
pad.
air. Nope.
No pads, no helmets. No.
Absolutely. Another thing, speaking about football, did you see right now we have the Euro Cup coming on? It was supposed to be, it's basically a tournament of all European countries in soccer. And it was supposed to be held last year because of COVID. It got postponed to this year. So it's happening now, right? So we all know who Ronaldo is, right? Danny, you must have heard of Ronaldo, a soccer player, Portuguese guy. Exactly. So
I've heard of
he's, yeah. So basically, and after the first game, there was a conference, right? And on the conference, you know how they have sometimes they put beer or they put energy drinks and whatever. He had 2 Coke bottles in front of him. He grabbed the 2 Coke bottles and put it to the side. After he did that, Coca-Cola lost $8 billion.
Why? Because
of that. Because he removed the Coke bottles.
Because he don't like Coke for whatever reason.
I don't know. I didn't look more into the why he did it, but for him, it's not healthy. So he put it to the side and he brought up it was a water bottle that he was drinking and just brought water.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a message saying, don't drink this shit, drink water type thing. It's better for you.
Oh my God.
So
he's kind of like the new version of
$8 billion they lost because of that simple act. Because he's Ronaldo. Yeah. Crazy. Insane, man. Insane.
He's like the new Beckham, right?
Oh well, he's got a few more years to go, and he's gonna probably end up in the MLS for 2 or 3 years and then retire. But
isn't it? He's better than little boy, his little son.
Probably.
When you have a son, supposed to be like a
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
he has
I
a
think
son.
I seen a commercial with his son that's supposed to be good too. He's like a prodigy in soccer as well. What I've heard.
Yes, he is. Yes, definitely. It was fun. Peace. Thanks, Jack's Law. Are we hitting that hour mark
Thank
yet?
you, sir.
Yes, we have.
Lagging too far, guys, was fun, but this one is where I have smoked enough. I'm ready to have some fun another way. I got you. All right, man. We ain't keeping up with his comments.
No, we haven't. I was like, let me see. Go back here. Let me see. I apologize, chat. I had a Chick-fil-A since the early 90s when it was primarily a mall-based chain. So that's how it started. It was a mall-based chain. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have Chick-fil-A's up here, so I don't know. Maybe in Ontario, and maybe in Toronto, because Toronto wants to be American.
The owner is big Christian, I think, too, because he don't have Chick-fil-A's not open on Sundays.
Yeah. Oh, really, man? I remember here when everything was closed on Sundays. There was not a store open. Everything was closed.
Further than that, I remember when you didn't sell alcohol on Sundays. Could not find it anywhere. Now, shoot, it's just like soda.
Wow. Ever try The Habit? The Habit or The Hobbit?
The Habit. You know what? That does actually sound like a ripoff of The Hobbit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You ever try The Habit? Sorry, man. The print was too fine. I put that to the side of my desk when I had to read it.
No, The Habit is like a picture book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be like The Hobbit, but then they changed some stuff around, and it's just a kid's picture book.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's basically like an omnibus type from like books, right? That they make a comic book type thing.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't want to read the book. I would read when it comes out as a comic book. Truth, it's easier to take so much fucking work. It's a waste of time. You just don't see it add in time. Yeah, true. Shifty. Someone needs to take Kenny Powers' fast food idea and run with it. Baked potatoes with all the
Oh yeah.
Baked potatoes are great, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Dr. What? Yeah, that's what I say too, man.
Yeah, exactly.
TARDIS. You never go full TARDIS. Lagging too far, guys, was fun, but this one is where I have smoked enough. Yeah, that's where we just read that. Chucks, it was fun. Peace out. A habit is a thing a nun wears on their heads also. Good to know. Yeah.
I never knew that. That's
Yeah.
a good.
Is
good
that the
fun
only
fact.
place they? Is that the only place they wear it? Just saying. I'm just I don't know.
You might
So
wear it everywhere.
guys, it's been an hour and 5 minutes. I appreciate everybody that took the time to come on the chat. Before we go, Danny, tell me where we can find you.
I am Danny, aka Comet Chat. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me on my show, The Chaotic Conversation. Consists of 6 questions, 5 to 6 people, and 10 minutes each. 10 minutes each time is slotted for those to have a discussion about those 6 questions. So if you feel the need to get some entertainment, please stop by. If you want to put in one of your own questions, please DM me on Comet Chats 2 on Twitter, at Comet Chats 2 on Twitter. Send me a question, and if it's good enough or interesting enough, I will make it one of my 6 questions on the show. Thanks for the invite, guys. Always a good time.
Pleasure, man. Oscillator.
Yes, so Sundays you can find me twice on Chaos Central for both the Loki Roundtable and the Bad Batch Roundtable, and you can also find me on my show Shadow Eye, usually at 10:30. Monday, if he does it, I don't even know what the schedule is for this show, but weekly wrap up on Chris Knight's channel. You can find me on my Good Old Wrestling, which is also on my channel, and find me on Randomness at its Finest, also on JJ, aka Sith827's channel. You can find me on Ninja's channel for Galactic Chat on Fridays, Splash Talk actually at 10:30 tonight, and you can find me sometimes on the Rumble on Chris Knight's channel, where I'm either a participant, where I'm the first winner of the season, or a judge or wild card. And you can find me on Chaos. Just subscribe to Chaos Central. Follow the Chaos Central Twitter. Follow my Twitter, and also go and subscribe to every one of these guys here on the panel. Thanks for having me on, guys. Scar, it was a pleasure.
My pleasure, man. Ninjroid, go ahead.
All right. You guys can find me on my own YouTube channel, Ninjroid243. We're over there on Friday nights is Galactic Chat, my Star Wars-based related show. Also, you can go check out my clips of what's going to be in the Ninjroid cuts, and also my Lego stop motions, and plenty of other content over there. You can also find me on Austin's channel tonight on Splash Talk, where we're going to be reading some fan fiction. So, yeah, that's going to be great, And
man. You guys do a good job, man. You guys are funny when you do it.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it is. Depends how much you have consumed. It makes it even more interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
You can find me on the roundtable, the Bad Batch roundtable on Sundays, and thanks a lot, guys, for bringing me on.
Man, you know what? I couldn't make it to your 1 year anniversary of your Galactic show, so I said, you know what? I have to do good. So it's always fun with you guys hang out in the chat. It's still going to be fun having you guys hang out as well with me on the panel whenever you're available. So it's my pleasure, man. And I'm Basco. Well, I'm Guyscar from the Basco scenario, or Basco. It's easier for you guys to pronounce. You can find me Sundays for the I was gonna say WandaVision. Holy shit! You can find me for the Loki Roundtable. You can find me also for the Bad Batch Roundtable, all on Chaos Central. You can find me also Mondays on Danny's hosting the Chaotic Conversation on Chaos Central at 9 p.m. Tuesdays 9 p.m. Also Chaos Central related with the Chaos List hosted by Anzo from Bigger Ford Entertainment. And Wednesdays 9 p.m. Rule of 3 Chaos Central hosted by Chris Knight. And then at 10 p.m. you can find me on Bigger Ford Entertainment for the OC. That's the place it all started for me. And every week, I don't know when I'm going to probably do this, either on a Thursday or a Friday, for my show on my channel. This was episode 1. So all I'm asking is, guys, please like, comment. If you don't like it, but please give me a comment what I can do to improve, make the show more interesting. I'm telling you, this is an open show. It's a show we talk about anything that comes in on our minds on the fly. It's not scripted. It's strictly improvised, with just coming on here and and talking and having a discussion with the chat. And like I said during the earlier with Bone, like if you're involved in the chat with something we're talking about, I will send you the link for it, have you come up and, you know, speak your mind, because sometimes by typing things can get misconstrued and taken out of context. In saying that, I just have to say thank you to all my panelists. It's fun. Enough respect. Peace.
All right, guys, Scar. This one's for you. The beat is fire and I'm ready to go, because it's time for the Basco scenario. Some people like flair, some people like flash, but if it ain't hot, some people call it trash. I call him vanilla chocolate. He just like when it fits well in my pocket. Watch it now, or watch it later. His name's so fly, it means liberator. Sit back, relax and watch the show. Gascar, get ready, man. It's time to go. Peace. Basco scenario coming to you each and every week. Peace.
Is there any stuff?